gonna get it? Wait a minute! Paradigm shift! Into the cover! 1, 2, Moxley does it! Is it Ospreay's fault? Or was this right time, right opportunity by Jon Moxley? Well, ladies and gentlemen, tonight starts a new era in the WWE. As my name is Commissioner William Regal, and last night we had a groundbreaking announcement. That was a groundbreaking announcement, to say the least. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are new to the channel, you have not seen what went down at WrestleMania last episode where we made history. We had a draft, or a bit of a announcement of a draft. Now today and this Friday lie the draft. Next Monday and Friday will be the season premieres of your new TV shows. Ladies and gentlemen, today marks a historic day in Universe Mode history, because today we take a grand, huge, and I mean huge roster, and we split them in half. Oh man, wait a minute. Wade Barrett and Adam Pearce getting out of the ring on the request of William Regal, as ladies and gentlemen, business has officially picked up for the draft as your new World Heavyweight Champion, the man who walked out of the main event of WrestleMania with the title. Ladies and gentlemen, Jon Moxley. He is here. And he's already asking for a microphone. It seems like Moxley has some things to get off his chest as we are getting into this new era of Universe Mode. Oh man, I can't wait to see what Mox has to say. You know, before I let you continue on with your speech, Regal, I have a bit of a message to get off my chest to you and Wade Barrett and Adam Pearce. You see, I want every single one of you guys to understand something here. You see, this World Championship reign is not going to be a part of this new era agenda. You see, I follow with the Shield. I believe with the Shield. So I feel like I'm getting at something that you know where I'm getting at. You haven't really explained how teams are getting drafted here, Regal. How factions are getting drafted here, Regal. I may be stepping into a, quote, new era. I may be the World Heavyweight Champion. But the Shield are coming with me, whether I stay on Raw or whether I go to Mayhem. I feel like that at least is understood, right? Mr. Moxley, I think that me and you are getting off on the wrong foot here. You see, I've been running things here for a while, and I've been doing my job pretty damn good since the beginning of Universe Mode, and you have been at a pretty high and prominent position now, haven't you? I know what I'm doing, Mr. Moxley. I know what I'm doing, and the entire world knows that I know what I'm doing. You want the Shield to stay together. Although I cannot give any promises on what's to come tonight, I can give you my assurance that I sure as hell will try to, because you actually coming out here led me on to my next statement, Mr. Moxley. Now, although I don't know what your fellow peers may be going, I do know that the World Heavyweight Champion needs to be put on a specific brand so we can start our King of the Ring. So with that being said, Mr. Moxley, tonight will be the final night that you step foot on Monday nights, because you, my friend, are going to Mayhem. Wow, what the hell did we just hear, ladies and gentlemen, as Jon Moxley is going to be going to Mayhem, ladies and gentlemen. What a increase for the Mayhem brand, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to remind everybody, make sure you comment down below. What are you most looking forward to? Who do you think should and could go where? Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be damn good, but as we hone in to focus on tonight, it is going to be Trick Williams, a part of the Hurt Business, going one-on-one with the new Intercontinental Champion, LA Knight. Yeah, and that's not all, ladies and gentlemen. After turning his back on the Brawling Brute, Sheamus will be live right here with a live microphone in hand. And women's action is going down when Rhea Ripley steps into the ring for the first time as Women's World Champion again, as she goes against a demon from her past, Basler. And inside your main event, it's going to be damn good, as we are going to be seeing Gable, Rollins, one-on-one. These two men met last night inside the Fatal 4-Way match, but Gable pinned Samoa Joe. Rollins feels like he deserves another shot. Rollins feels like he deserves an opportunity, and he will go over Gable. We're going to find out tonight. The ring, Dax now looking to make Ciampa tap on the outside of the ring, although it won't matter. He's still doing it. And wait a minute, who the hell is that? What the hell? Well, I'm trying to get a better look at who the hell that is, and we can't really see him, but the crowd knows. But oh my, wait a minute, Dax trying to fight back. That is a monster. Wait a minute, what the hell? Samoan Spike. Ladies and gentlemen, that is one of the most hottest free agents in professional wrestling, Jacob Fatu. And now look at this, big power slam. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen. The crowd is cleared out, nowhere for anybody to be seen. Big super kick to the gut, and Dax is out into the cover. This has got to be it here. New champions at Mania, we get up. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I don't know how to feel about this one, but I think we have a bigger problem on our rise. Last night was just step one in Roman's plan. After WrestleMania last night, the Tribal Chief took me aside and he informed me that going forward, I'm going to be his number 2. It's going to be damn good, but we got to focus on you. Me and Jay already won the tag championships, but you're going to be the true enforcer that Roman says you're going to be. And with that comes championship gold. So I'm thinking we go after the North American, go after the Intercontinental. Listen, we'll let it be your pick, whatever you want to do. All right, either way, though, those are 2 champions that you can take out easily. I don't want to waste any time. We wasted enough time going back after the tag team championships. Now that we're back, and we're back on our day one shit, we're back, and we're better than ever. And if you ask Jay, if he was here tonight, he'd tell you the same thing that I'm going to tell you. We are focused. The Bloodline is on a mission to take over, and take over we'll do. But we can only do it with you, Jacob Fatu. You are the true enforcer of the Bloodline. And if Roman believes in you, well, then the Usos believe in you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as Jey Uso took the night off tonight, next week he will be back as the World Tag Team Champions. The Usos are going to be stepping into the ring with a new team here in Universe Mode. It is Chase U making their debut. It's going to be damn good, as Andre Chase, Duke Hudson, and Thea Hall grace the entire WWE Universe with their presence as a new team is on the rise here in Universe Mode. Will they make an impact, or will they fall flat? They're going to be taking on tough competition, as the Usos are all about that day one-ish. What's gonna go down? Find out next week. Oh, well, ladies and gentlemen, as the night continues to go and go, we are finally getting into some draft picks as who's going to Mayhem. Oh man, look at this now. Ricochet is the first draft pick. He is the first man going to Mayhem, and following behind him will be the phenomenal one, AJ Styles, along with the OC. Wonder who follows behind that. Oh, wait a minute, look at this. The Great White, Sheamus, going to Mayhem. Wonder if it's going to be solo or with the Brawling Brutes. And oh man, the Nightmare Mommy Rhea Ripley going to Mayhem. Now what makes this very interesting is the fact that we already got the confirmation that John Moxley's going to Mayhem. So does this mean that Mayhem just got a double boost with championships? Wow. Listen, I seen what Adam had to say after the announcement of the draft. I'm not worried about it. If I was worried about it, you would see. But I got some pretty good picks for Mayhem. Some you just seen, some that are still coming, and also you have yet to see what I have in store for the draft episode this Friday. So when it comes to rewards and opportunities, just look the Green Brand's way, because Raw is going to be nothing compared to what Mayhem has to offer. You see, Barrett, that fire right there, that is exactly what I wanted to see. I seen it from Adam last night, and I'm happy I'm seeing it from you. You could have took this opportunity and you could have used it to sit in your own despair, but what did you do? You used it to make the other brand better. This is going to be very, very, very fun to watch. I can't wait to see what you have in store for everybody on Friday. It's going to be good. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as we now know, next week we'll start the King of the Ring tournament. 8 men will step up. Who will those 8 men be? Well, ladies and gentlemen, that bracket will be fully revealed next Monday on Raw, when we also get our first main event match for King of the Ring. Things do not stop when it comes to the hype train of Wrestlepluss, ladies and gentlemen. Raw has King of the Ring. Mayhem has Moxley. Man, oh man, things are about to get good. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Hartford, Connecticut, as we are finally getting in. Oh man, we are getting into it, ladies and gentlemen. Our first match for Giraffe Night with Whoop That Trick chants in full effect. Yeah, man, it is Trick Williams, ladies and gentlemen. I can argue one of the most influential members of the Hurt Business since arriving to the scene here at Raw Anniversary. Ladies and gentlemen, although the Hurt Business haven't had much of an uprise here in Universe Mode as yet, I can definitely also argue that Trick Williams being here tonight of all nights on Draft Night, that right there could be doing damn good for the Hurt Business. Ladies and gentlemen, when it comes down to MVP and Bobby Lashley, they are all about money. And this man right here, hearing this, is money. But oh man, I have been waiting to call his match all night long. Ladies and gentlemen, it is your new Intercontinental Champion. It is LA Knight. Yeah, let me bring you back to what happened at WrestleMania last night. It was LA Knight with a combination knee strike into the lariat. And that, ladies and gentlemen, after a long and grueling one, after Undisputed Era interference, after promising no Undisputed Era interference, LA Knight walks into this new era of Universe Mode as Intercontinental Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to let everybody know and break it down. This isn't even the season premiere, ladies and gentlemen. The season premiere starts next week. The season premiere starts next Monday, next Friday. These are just draft episodes. Call them episode 0, ladies and gentlemen. But LA Knight is here. He is here not even 24 hours after winning the Intercontinental Championship on what so far is the greatest event that we have ever dropped here in Universe Mode history. Beautiful DDT there by Trick Williams, as Williams taking advantage here tonight. I want to thank each and every single one of you guys for coming and stopping by here on Raw here tonight, as we are a day late. We do apologize for that, ladies and gentlemen. We wanted to make sure we got some finishing touches and made sure everything looked good. As look at this, Williams up high into the cover, 1-0. Kick out there by LA Knight. Well, ladies and gentlemen, somebody that I can, already announce that we have brought in here to Universe Mode, Charles Robinson, excuse me. Thankfully that he is here with us in Universe Mode. We had to look all around the world to try to get more referees, but I don't know if you just noticed what just went down. Cedric Alexander, I think he just removed that turnbuckle from the ropes. Maybe he's doing something that could come in clutch here for Trick Williams, as Williams gets brought right up and down by the megastar here tonight. LA Knight is not playing any games, ladies and gentlemen. No games are being played by the Intercontinental Champion. But oh, wait a minute, look at this now. As LA Knight and Cedric Alexander tangling it up here a little bit as Trick Williams against the ropes. Williams hurt after the attack that LA Knight did, but Cedric Alexander trying to come into the aid of Trick Williams, but I think Williams is just too hurt as he just got strung up on the ropes. If there's one thing about the megastar, he can walk the walk and he can talk the talk. LA Knight top rope and gets some. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have to go on commercial break really quick. We'll be right back right after this. Well, ladies and gentlemen, getting into more draft picks here tonight. And look at this as Asuka is going to the red brand, the brand without a Women's World Championship so far. That's not all. Look at this. 3 out of 5 members of the Shield drafted to Monday Night Raw. And who's the last draft pick for the commercial break? Holy shit. That is Steiner family royalty, ladies and gentlemen. Braun Breaker is going to Raw. Wow, well, ladies and gentlemen, that last one was kind of crazy. Braun Breaker joining Universe Mode. I mean, sheesh, dude, things are heating up here in Universe Mode. But meanwhile, ladies and gentlemen, look at this now. LA Knight has Trick Williams. Precarious position here as the megastar calling for it. What does LA Knight have in store here tonight? Look at this now, going up top, not even 24 hours after winning the title, and look at this, dropping him down! LA Knight continuing to be the factor in his matches, as now look at this, lining up Williams, blunt force trauma! 1, 2, Knight does it! Well, ladies and gentlemen, as LA Knight does it, here tonight we're getting breaking news from the back end. Oh, LA Knight better get comfortable on Monday nights, because this is the home of LA Knight. Yeah! Well, ladies and gentlemen, as we now know, next week we'll start the King of the Ring tournament. 8 men will step up. Who will those 8 men be? Well, ladies and gentlemen, that bracket will be fully revealed next Monday on Raw, when we also get our first main event match for King of the Ring. Things do not stop when it comes to the hype train of Wrestlepluss, ladies and gentlemen. Raw has King of the Ring. Mayhem has Moxley. Man, oh man, oh man, things are about to get good. Was something not heard earlier tonight, or did you guys do this on purpose? Because I'm beginning to feel like you guys are starting to take me as a joke, and I'm your world heavyweight champion. I didn't see anybody doing this to Balor, and it sure as hell won't start with me. You were out there when I specifically told William Regal that I am not going anywhere without the Shield. So what happened tonight? Because what I just seen over the commercial break was Seth Rollins, Claudio Castagnoli, and Wheeler Yuta going to the brand that's the opposite color of your tie, Wade. So what the hell is going on? Matter of fact, get these cameras out of here, because me and you, we need to have a serious talk. You're obviously taking me as a joke. Listen, Knight, Adam may be done with the Intercontinental Championship. Adam may feel like he's done everything that there is to do with that title. He may want to move up, but I am getting my hands on that championship. I'm bringing that championship back to the Undisputed Era. I've beaten you before, and gold around your waist doesn't make you any different. Put the title on the line this Friday, one-on-one, me and you again. Me and you, one-on-one this Friday for the Intercontinental Championship. You know what? Yeah, you're on. Well, ladies and gentlemen, to get back into the swing of things inside your main event, we are still set for a championship matchup. It is going to be for the North American Championship. Newly crowned champion Chad Gable is going to go one-on-one with the man that he is very, very familiar with inside the wrestling circle, and that is Seth frickin' Rollins. But that's not all, ladies and gentlemen. Also still to come tonight, we are going to be seeing or hearing why Sheamus did what he did last night to the Brawling Brutes. It all goes down right here on the draft episode of Raw. But coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, it's women's action, and it's gonna be damn good. It's mommy Rhea Ripley going one-on-one with the former women's champion Shayna Basler. It goes down right now. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as we make our way back out here to the arena, as we seen over the commercial break, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for women's action. And it's gonna be damn good, as the Nightmare, mommy Rhea Ripley, goes one-on-one with a woman that she knows a lot of, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna be Basler versus Ripley, a rivalry that some can say carried the beginning of Season 2. And as we step into a new era here in Universe Mode for Season 3, we are here to see it all, ladies and gentlemen. And it all we are seeing, as you see, the gold looks good over the shoulder of the new Women's World Champion, as it was Rhea Ripley to make Bianca Belair tap out last night at WrestleMania. WrestleMania. Her and Bianca Belair had one hell of a matchup. I want to get that off my chest before anybody can say anything otherwise. When it came down to that matchup, I'd argue that that was one of the most underrated matches of the entire night. Both ladies went out there, they did their big one, and they came home. But ladies and gentlemen, the difference between Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair that night, last night at WrestleMania, was Bianca Belair went home with no title, and Rhea Ripley went home. The Nightmare went home, living a dream, ladies and gentlemen, as WrestleMania was the night where dreams did come true. But in order for that to happen, somebody's dream had to be crushed, and ladies and gentlemen, the EST's dream was crushed, as we do know that she is not in the building here tonight for the first episode of the draft, but it is very, very, high chance that she might be in the building for the night 2 of the draft. So look forward to that, ladies and gentlemen. But we are still learning so much here in Universe Mode. But what we do know for sure, ladies and gentlemen, well, that's that Rhea Ripley, she's going to Mayhem. The big question that I have, and I bet a lot of people are going to have all throughout the night, is if Rhea Ripley is going to Mayhem with the Judgment Day. I mean, I'm hoping so, but ladies and gentlemen, Shayna Basler has yet to been drafted here in Universe Mode yet. But listen, if I'm William Regal, if I'm Adam Pearce, I'm getting my hands on Shayna Basler. Basler was our 3rd women's champion here in Universe Mode, and then Rhea Ripley won the championship, back being our 4th champion and now our 6th champion here in Universe Mode. So Rhea Ripley loses the title, wins it back. That's just kind of her thing here in Universe Mode. And but when it comes down to this woman right here, when it comes down to Shayna Basler, Basler has stepped up here in Universe Mode, not as of late, but when it was her time to shine, she did what she had to do, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just say she did a damn good job at it, as this, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be a big step up for Shayna Basler. Basler wrestling in what basically is episode 0, being the draft of Universe Mode. I wonder if she's going to get drafted to a brand, either being Raw or Mayhem. It's going to be very, very interesting, ladies and gentlemen. But look at this, as the crowd chanting, Rhea's going to kill you. It's a Shayna Basler. Basler might be in for a world of pain, but I could eat my words. Oh man, look at that big punch to the face there, as Basler knocking off Rhea Ripley there. Ripley with a bit of a combination though. Combination strikes there by Rhea Ripley. Now into the covers. This one going to be it. No. Beautiful kick out there by Shayna Basler. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, this one is going to be very, very back and forth in this matchup. And oh, big boot to the face there by Rhea Ripley to Shayna Basler. Basler looking to get her head back into this one, as Rhea Ripley showing off that swagger like never before. And look at this now, staying in control is Rhea Ripley. But ladies and gentlemen, oh man, as Rhea Ripley is staying in control, we're going to have to go on commercial break real fast. We'll be right back right after this. Ladies and gentlemen, this Friday, the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes will be back in Universe Mode live with a microphone in hand, as he has a lot of words to get off of his chest after defeating the best in the world last night at WrestleMania. Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back from commercial break, and although so far here tonight, Cody Rhodes is not drafted so far, although that is a thing. But oh man, look at this now, Shayna Basler, oh, turning it around. I was gonna say that although Cody isn't drafted yet here tonight, he will be on Mayhem. Draft edition of Mayhem with a live microphone in hand. It's set to be one hell of an episode. And look at that now, as Rhea Ripley, for a split second there, the control got taken away from her, but now she finds it once again as Shayna Basler now back into the ring. Look at this now, Rhea Ripley stomping down on Basler. Basler doesn't know where she's at or what's going on, but I tell you one thing and one thing only, ladies and gentlemen, and that is that Rhea Ripley is staying on top. And mommy with it, grabbing the neck and just throwing her all the way across the ring. I mean, that's gotta hurt, ladies and gentlemen. As look at this now, Rhea Ripley working out that leg, stretching that leg across the throat of Shayna Basler. Basler, wait a minute, makes me eat my words here, as Basler drops her down there. And Basler looks like she's ready to take control here tonight. As a beautiful kick there by Shayna Basler. And now Basler. And oh, wait a minute. Basler looking to give a little bit of receipts here to mommy here tonight. And look at this. Over and over again goes the strikes by Shayna Basler as the former women's champion going in here tonight on the current women's champion. Absolutely devastating maneuvers that we are seeing here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, look at that. Doing any and everything that she could possibly do to Rhea Ripley. Man, I mean, come on, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this, the domination being shown on display here tonight by Shayna Basler, as Basler now collar and tie lockup brings Rhea up and down for a world's strongest slam. Now what does she have in store here for the nightmare known as Rhea Ripley? Ripley gets kicked right into the leg there. Shayna Basler's been relying heavily on those leg attacks, as Rhea Ripley not walking into this one 100% after that grueling match last night at WrestleMania. And oh, look at that as Rhea takes it to the outside. Rhea takes it to the outside. It's going to be damn good as Rhea Ripley now. Oh, Rhea Ripley taking too much time, ladies and gentlemen. Too much time indeed, as now look at this. Former women's champion Shayna Basler taking control of this one, doing what she has to do. And wait a minute. Look at this now. Basler with a judo throw into the elbow drop. Clean cuts and professionally done by Shayna Basler, as Basler's on the top rope. Oh! Crashes down, knee first. Ripley moves out of the way, and now Ripley tossing Basler. Rhea Ripley playing a bit of possum here tonight, doing what she had to do to make sure she walks away with the victory. But ladies and gentlemen, look at this now, as Basler getting back into the ring, punched right into the face by Mommy, and look at this now, Ripley off the shoulders into the cover. 2 and 3. No! Ripley Basler stays alive. Basler somehow, some way staying alive in this one, as Rhea Ripley dragging her to the middle of the ring, stomping down on that arm there. Oh man, that looks painful. And wait a minute, the same way she won that championship last night at WrestleMania. Oh man, she's doing it here to Shayna Basler. Look at this. Oh, she taps. Wow. Rhea Ripley making 2 former women's champions tap out in 48 hours is absolutely insane. The level that Rhea Ripley is on is unlike any other. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting right back into some draft picks for Mayhem, ladies and gentlemen, as, oh man, look at this. We haven't seen this man since season 1 in Universe Mode. It is the Mad Dragon. It is Ilya Dragunov, and oh, new face, but I know this man's career like the back of my hand. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Dijak, and for our last one before our main event, wow, we knew Rhea Ripley went to Mayhem. We were waiting on the rest of the Judgment Day, and now we know that the Judgment Day will stay together here in Universe Mode for Season 3. Good picks overall for Mayhem. Wow. Just got his WrestleMania. Oh my God! The Shield on the outside! Figuring out what the hell just happened! Sheamus saying to Ridge Holland, you should have got there faster! Oh my God, what did we just see? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have been waiting for this one all night. As we all know from the commercial break last night at WrestleMania, Sheamus turned his back on the Brawling Brutes, but more importantly, attacking Ridge Holland after the matchup. You had to think that there was going to be some type of explanation, but the crowd, I don't even think the crowd is going to want to hear it, ladies and gentlemen. You hear this crowd coming at Sheamus, definitely being vocal here tonight in Hartford, Connecticut. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, did you expect anything different? Let's be honest, when it comes down to the WWE Universe, Sheamus turned his back on one of the most beloved teams here in Universe Mode. You know, you boo me, but you're the one dying for an explanation on why I did what I did last night at WrestleMania. I am the first ever Intercontinental Champion. I am the man who introduced greatness to this Universe Mode, who introduced hard-hitting, who made this Universe Mode what it is. You can call me an asshole. You can boo me. You can say I suck. But at the end of the day in, day out, I entertain each and every single one of you guys. And for that, I should be rewarded accordingly. I was stuck in a 6-man tag match all the way through WrestleMania, and I carried 2 men who couldn't lace my boots in the ring on my back. Ridge Holland watched Pete Dunne tap out. He watched Pete Dunne, and yeah, I'm saying it because that's his name. It's not Butch, it is Pete Dunne. I am tired. I am sick and tired of all of us hiding behind these masks, of me having to stay behind a guy like Ridge Holland just to better his career, when in reality, it should be me rising above, me getting opportunities, me getting that rematch for the Intercontinental Championship that I have yet to get. You see, things here in this company are gonna need a change very soon, and I don't mean that with a draft. I don't mean that with a King of the Ring pay-per-view. I mean that with Sheamus being on the forefront of it all, because I am the man. Day in, day out, I do what I gotta do, and I am sick and tired of you guys not seeing it. I'm tired of the people that I work with not seeing it. I'm tired of management not seeing it. From now on, you're getting a different shade of Sheamus. Earlier tonight, it was announced that I was going to be taking my ass to Mayhem. Well, guess what? Whoever else goes there, you're not safe. Because if you end up on Mayhem, you're going to end up with me. You're going to end up in the ring with the Great White. And trust me, I am ready to run through each and every single person that I possibly can. And trust me when I say, John Moxley, there is unfinished business. And I'm happy you did what you did last night. I'm happy you won the World Heavyweight Championship, because I was coming back after you, whether you liked it or not. And now when I come back after you, when I come back after the Shield, when I take the World Championship from you, it'll be a greater dent in just beating you like I planned to before. The entire division is put on notice. And if you refuse to take me serious, and this goes for management too, then a bro kick will be coming right down your face. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Sheamus definitely giving the WWE Universe something to chew on for a little while, as it seems like he's coming after everybody. I'm not talking about management. I'm not talking about just the world champion. He is coming after literally everybody. But ladies and gentlemen, as we are gearing up, as this is the final stop before our main event, ladies and gentlemen, we have to get into what's going down this Friday. But before we do, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't so far, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe for more, because more content is definitely coming you guys' way, as this Friday will be the last episode of the draft. As the draft has been coming you guys' way, it's been damn good all night, but now we have to continue on with Universe Mode. But that's not all for this Friday's edition of the draft. We're also going to be hearing from World Heavyweight Champion John Moxley, as we now know this will be his home. And also, ladies and gentlemen, these men haven't been drafted yet, but we will hear from the Bloodline regarding what went down at WrestleMania. But that's not all, ladies and gentlemen, as the draft episode of Mayhem will be featuring a tag team match between a team that has been on the rise here in the rankings, Pretty Deadly, as they are going to be going against the Judgment Day's Dominic Mysterio and JD McDonough. And oh, this one's going to be good, ladies and gentlemen. The debut of Dijak. This is going to be good. And also, in our main event, I guess it was confirmed by LA Knight, yeah, for the last time in the foreseeable future, ladies and gentlemen, the Intercontinental Championship is going to be on the line inside your main event for the draft. As we all know, LA Knight will be staying over here on Monday Night Raw. Oh man, as we are now getting into our main event, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, we're not playing any games. We gave you the layout for Friday night, and now we are getting into our championship main event match. We knew it was coming on night. Last night at WrestleMania, a fatal four-way took pursuit, and although so much shenanigans went down, at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, Seth Rollins wasn't pinned. He's not wrong about it. And it was Adam Pearce who made this one official after Chad Gable walked up to Seth and said, listen, you're not going to talk about me like I'm not here. You want an opportunity at my title? You step up to the champion. So I accept your challenge. And that is where we sit, ladies and gentlemen, as Chad Gable winning completing his story, doing what he had to do, ladies and gentlemen, and being one of the most over men, I would say, at WrestleMania last night. Chad Gable did it, ladies and gentlemen, but tonight, putting the championship on the line for the first time ever, not even 24 hours after winning it in a historic fatal 4-way, ladies and gentlemen, which, may I add, and may I just remind you guys that Chad Gable went through a lot inside that matchup, ladies and gentlemen. That matchup wasn't just an easy, matchup. He got destroyed in that matchup, so I definitely would argue that that Chad Gable and Seth Rollins, I would say, aren't going into this one 100%, ladies and gentlemen. They're going into this one hurt. They're going into this one with the WrestleMania backlash all over them, ladies and gentlemen. But in order to move forward in the future of what we are predicting will be one of the greatest mid-card championships introduced in Universe Mode history, just seeing how these men are gearing up, just seeing how crazy this crowd is already going for the Olympic underdog, ladies and gentlemen. It is Chad Gable. Gable is here. Gable is here, and the crowd is behind him, as we knew they would be. Ladies and gentlemen, the man who pinned Samoa Joe inside the Fatal 4-Way, the man who walked out North American Champion, the man who will always, no matter how tonight ends up, he will always be able to call himself first ever North American Champion, as each championship holds its own prestigious value here in Universe Mode. And Chad Gable is already one among the many who will hold that championship and call themselves great, who stand on the top of the North American Championship status. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be good. I don't want to waste any time. North American Championship on the line. We are ready for exactly what that championship will stand for here in Universe Mode, and that is professional wrestling. Seth Rollins has done a damn good job. He has climbed the mountaintop. He has gained momentum. He had a point last night. He wasn't pinned. He did lose, but he was not pinned. Tonight can show exactly where Rollins is when it comes down to this championship. But at the same time, you were looking at a man who did pin somebody else to get that championship. A young gun, an up-and-comer, a man who made his moment last night. But the question that everybody has on their mind was it a moment? Was it just a moment? Or was it a point in time that'll be talked about for years to come? A point in time, ladies and gentlemen, that starts a long and historic championship reign. Ladies and gentlemen, the answers to all these great questions will be revealed in this matchup. Gable on one side, Rollins on the other. This one has big fight Phil main event written all over it. As look at this now, Chad Gable, beautiful suplex here to start us off in this matchup. Beautiful, beautiful suplex there. Nice DDT into the side of the ring there. And look at that, going to recover, but rope break there early on there by Seth Rollins. Rollins making sure that any foot, any arm, any leg that he can get under that rope, he definitely will do so. But look at this now, Chad Gable seemingly running circles around Seth Rollins here tonight, which is not something that I'd ever thought I'd say. And look at this now, Gable, airborne Olympian, goes down and gets him. Gable goes down, takes down Rollins with a beautiful takedown, and oh! The Olympic underdog is definitely showing here tonight that he is here to wrestle and he is here to be that fighting champion that he promised to be. Beautiful overhead suplex there by Chad Gable. Gable now looking to do some more damage here, but Seth Rollins not allowing it. Rollins now looking to take in control of this one as Rollins hits a neck breaker there. I want to talk about the career really fast about Seth Rollins. Rollins has had one hell of a career thus far here in Universe Mode history, being a part of the basic, or not, I wouldn't say basic in that regard, but when I say basic, I mean day one Shield. I'm talking Rollins, Roman, and Moxley. I'm talking, Rollins was here challenging Rob Van Dam at one point in his career when RVD was here in Universe Mode. When it comes down to Seth Rollins, he's done a lot of great things, ladies and gentlemen. Rollins, another man who stepped foot inside the Elimination Chamber, not this year, but last year for the Intercontinental Championship. Like I said, when it comes to Seth Rollins, he has done what he has to do. But look at this now. It's Rollins now catching Gable with a beautiful DDT there as Gable goes down. But ladies and gentlemen, like I was saying, Rollins, although he has had those opportunities, each one of those opportunities that he's been in, he has lost. And that is something that I don't want to highlight on too much, but that is something that has to be talked about as Rollins that could come into play here tonight. The fact that he has gone so far, he does what he has to do to get in these prime situations, and then he falls flat on it. But as the crowd sings his song, ladies and gentlemen, as Rollins has all the momentum behind him, I do not see him dropping the ball anytime soon. Look at that, though, as Rollins, beautiful takedown there by Rollins, or not takedown, but kick into the midsection there, as Rollins beautifully done there. Look at this now, dragging the face of Chad Gable against the ropes. This is exactly, when I say exactly, I mean, exactly what Rollins wanted to do. Looked for a pocket, looked for some side of momentum, and I think that rope break might have just saved Chad Gable here tonight, as the referee barely seen it, but he's seen it when it all mattered. And look at this now, ladies and gentlemen, as Gable right back into the square circle. Rollins Irish whipping him right into the corner there. Rollins spinning him over there, popping back through, kicking into the chest. Man, from what you just heard, you know that Chad Gable feels that one here tonight. And a kick out there by Gable. Gable with a kick out after a slap to the chest that was heard all around the world, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful takedown there by Rollins. Rollins could be closing in here tonight, winning this matchup here in the main event of Raw. And look at that now as Gable says no, swipes him down there. Beautiful kick there to Gable. Gable now with a crossface, looking to put him away. Can Gable do it? Can Gable put Rollins away early on here in the main event? And no, Rollins says no, kick into the midsection there. Rollins and Gable back and forth as they go. Beautiful punch to the face there, knocking Gable right into the corner. Rollins looking to use the momentum to his advantage, but Gable saying no. As Gable says no, Rollins, beautiful Irish whip. Boom! Knee by Gable, and Gable with a primal scream to the crowd as he's feeling the momentum. Another crossface there by Chad Gable. Gable with a crossface. Is he going to make Rollins tap? No. Rollins doesn't tap. Rollins finding a way to stay alive, popping up Gable, using it, and no, Gable. Gable saying no. Look at this now. Gable slowing the pace down here, bouncing Rollins against the ropes, and a suplex. Middle of the ring, right where he needs him to be. Ladies and gentlemen, look at this. Is it over? Into the cover. 2-0. Rollins stays alive. Rollins said, if you give me a main event, I will do all that I must do. As Gable, missile drop kick off the top. Gable now hooking the leg back. Dropping Rollins on the outside. Wow. 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 Rollins getting dropped on the outside. That is not, ladies and gentlemen, that is not good for one Seth Rollins. But as Rollins now trying to fight back on. Wait a minute. Desperation pedigree. Pedigree by Rollins, laying out Chad Gable. This can be it. This can be the nail in the coffin that Rollins needed. Rollins now, as Charles Robinson goes up for the 5 count. Top rope, high risk, high reward. Elbow drop by Rollins. The champion doing the smart thing, rolling to the outside. But I don't think that's going to stop Rollins' momentum. Rollins doing what he had to do here tonight as Gable now going right back into the ring, understanding the importance of the wrestling being done inside the wrestling ring. Look at this now. Gable, big punch to the chest there as Gable now has Rollins' precarious position here. Oh, wait a minute. Rollins gets tangled up here with Chad Gable. Gable and Rollins back and forth once again as this time it's Rollins. Eat my words, it's Gable. Gable, too much heart for his own good. And it is showing to be useful in a matchup like this, ladies and gentlemen, as Chad Gable now, big punches into the face here, knocking down Seth Rollins. Rollins wanted a win in this matchup. Rollins needed some type of championship to call himself the architect. But ladies and gentlemen, he might have just stepped up against a man who's willing to do whatever. 1, 2, no! Rollins with a beautiful kick out there. I don't know how he did it. I don't know where he found it, but Rollins kicked out, and now Gable with a thank you to the crowd. I think we're about to get Airborne Gable, an Olympic. Look at that! It's over! 1, 2, no! Rollins stays alive! Somehow, some way, Rollins staying alive, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming to watch this episode. What a main event it's been as Gable now. What does Gable have in mind for Rollins? Oh man, this is looking like shades of WrestleMania. Shades of WrestleMania. Bounced off into the corner. Suplex. Gable, is it over? 1, 2, 3. Chad Gable with his first successful championship defense here in Universe Mode. What a win by Chad Gable. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much to WWE 2K24, as we now know Chad Gable will be going to Mayhem. Ladies and gentlemen, what an episode of Universe Mode it has been, to say the least. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to thank you guys so much, and as we pop up all throughout the screen the current draft picks that are already being listed, I just want to have a little bit of a chat for you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, episode is a day late. I do apologize for that, but coming off of the historic event known as WrestleMania, I wanted to make sure that this episode came to you guys perfectly. I want to make sure that everything got talked about, and even the things that didn't got talked about, they at least got touched on. Ladies and gentlemen, next week will be your official season premiere of Monday Night Raw, as we now know the King of the Ring is coming to Raw. And not only the King of the Ring is coming to Raw, ladies and gentlemen, a new WWE Championship is coming to Raw. It'll be the same championship designed from season 1, and it'll be making its return here on Universe Mode. But that's not all, ladies and gentlemen, as we now know for our next episode of Universe Mode, Wade Barrett will be bringing the WWE Universe a grace for night 2 of Draft Night. It's going to be damn good, ladies and gentlemen, but we are going to be kicking off the show with World Heavyweight Champion Jon Moxley, and it's going to be damn good, ladies and gentlemen. That's not all. Bloodline Business has just picked up with the debut of Jacob Fatu. What is next for the Bloodline? And also, ladies and gentlemen, tag team action coming you guys' way, as the tag team who has been up and coming here in Universe Mode rankings pretty deadly is going to be stepping up against a mainframe team here in the Universe Mode team in the tag team rankings Judgment Day. And also, ladies and gentlemen, the debut of Dijak is set to be big, and it's going to go down. But speaking of big, ladies and gentlemen, inside your main event for the last time in Universe Mode history, for the foreseeable future, the Intercontinental Championship defended on Mayhem. It's going to be Roderick Strong, LA Knight, one-on-one. Can Strong do it for Adam? We're going to find out on Friday.